Hello everyone, it's BAFTA day. Very exciting. This is actually the first time I've ever reacted to BAFTAs. I honestly could never really figure out how to stream it, so I always watched it on YouTube. But last year at BAFTAs, All Quiet on the Western Front got Best Picture. Very kind of a surprise there. And Oppenheimer is expected to do very well. But hey, you never know. Maybe Poor Things can come out of left field and take this one. But I'm dying to know where a lot of these acting wins will be. A lot of people think Cillian Murphy. I predicted Cillian Murphy, but I still think Paul Giamatti could pull an upset here as well. But anyways, the show is about to start. I don't have time to even say anything because I got a late start today, but let's go ahead. All right, so original screenplay, I have Anatomy of a Fall. I could see Barbie, I could see The Holdovers. I think this is gonna be very telling for the Oscars though. So if Barbie wins this, I think Barbie's gonna win adapted. I'm personally, I think I'm rooting for The Holdovers. But a lot of good nominees here.
And the BAFTA.
All right, here we go.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Anatomy of a Fall. Okay, that's gonna win the Oscar then. That's gonna go on to win the Oscar easily. And then when it comes to adapted, that is still open because Barbie didn't win this category. Best special effects. This is actually another category I'm very interested in because Godzilla is not in this category. So I think this will really cement which movie is kind of the front runner at the Oscars. I think Poor Things is probably likely to win here. I have Napoleon. Okay, here we go.
The BAFTA goes to
Poor Things.
Poor Things. Okay, so Poor Things for special effects. Poor Things is not an option at the Oscars, so really this just makes visual effects more confusing. I don't really know what to go for the Oscar now. I might just go Godzilla. Okay, animated film, it has to be Spider-Man 2. What happened? Shoot. I don't know what happened. My computer just skipped. I'll have to figure that out later. All right, outstanding debut by a British writer or director. I have How to Have Sex.
And the BAFTA goes to Earth Mama.
Earth Mama, whoa! I actually saw that movie. All right, best adapted screenplay. Let's see if it's Oppenheimer or Poor Things. I have Poor Things, I think. If Oppenheimer wins here, it's gonna be a pretty good domination for Oppenheimer tonight, I imagine.
The BAFTA goes to
Poor Things.
American Fiction.
American Fiction, wow! Jeez. So maybe that's the front runner. Is that the new front runner? Christopher Nolan doesn't look very impressed. So yeah, American Fiction won now Critics' Choice and BAFTA for adapted. Wow. So supporting actor, I have Robert Downey Jr. I don't know, there's been a few surprises already, so I'm not gonna say anything's for sure now, but if I had to say there was a surprise, I'm gonna guess it's probably Paul Mescal based on some of the reactions.
And the BAFTA goes to Robert Downey Jr. for
Okay,
Oppenheimer.
Robert Downey Jr. All right, so he's gonna sweep. All right, so supporting actress, Divine Joy Randolph is what I'm expecting. If there was a surprise, I'm gonna say the surprise would be Emily Blunt.
And the BAFTA goes
Okay, no
to
personality there.
Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers.
Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers. All right, so she's gonna walk to the Oscars too. All right, well, we have 2 acting categories this year, more than last year. That's more secured. All right, outstanding British film. So based off what we've seen, I think Poor Things has it. It won special effects, right?
And the BAFTA goes
Poor
to
Thing.
The Zone of Interest.
Zone of Interest. Whoa! Very nice. Very nice. I mean, that was possible for sure. That was definitely number 2 for me, but wow, that's pretty surprising. Whoa, I wonder if this could win Best Picture. All right, so Best Director, I have Oppenheimer. If there was a spoil, it would be Jonathan Glazer.
And the
Christopher
BAFTA
Nolan,
goes
please.
to Christopher Nolan.
All right. He seems relieved. Very good. So Christopher Nolan's gonna walk this. Christopher Nolan's gonna win an Oscar. Oh, other winners. So film not in an English film, that's Zone of Interest, right?
And the BAFTA goes to
Zone of Interest?
The Zone of Interest.
Okay, very good. All right, best casting, The Holdovers? Yes. Awesome.
Awesome.
And the
So
BAFTA
editing
goes
would be
to
Oppenheimer, right? Oppenheimer?
Jennifer Lane.
Nice.
Oppenheimer.
Ooh, cinematography, Oppenheimer. Man, they're ripping through these.
Hoyte van Hoyte.
Yes, there we go. Good. Documentary, 20 Days of
BAFTA
Maripool.
goes to 20 Days
There we
of
go.
Maripool.
Perfect. So I think that's going to win the Oscar. I think people are psyching themselves out with saying like Bobby Wine's going to win documentary. I think 20 Days of Maripool is going to win. All right, original score. Oppenheimer.
Goes to
Ludwig Göransson.
Boom. Okay, Oppenheimer's having a good day. So cinematography, Oppenheimer, editing, Oppenheimer. We're putting these away. Oppenheimer's just putting them away. Okay, rising star. I'm going to guess Jacob Elordi.
The award
Oh, he's not even there.
to
Oh my god.
Mia McKenna-Bruce.
Yes! Whoa! Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. So, I'm so curious why that didn't win Best British Debut. All right, Best Sound. They love Oppenheimer. They like Zone of Interest too. I still think it's Oppenheimer, but let's see.
The Zone of Interest.
Oh, yes! Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
I would love to see that get the Oscar. I think that's deserving. Yeah, I think if Zone of Interest is going to take something from the Oscars in a way that All Quiet on the Western Front kind of did, I think Sound's very appropriate one to snag away. All right, production design. They haven't given Barbie anything, so could be Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Poor Things. Okay, very cool. All right, so they still did like Poor Things to a certain degree. They're shafting Barbie. They're shafted them left and right. For production design, I still kind of lean Barbie for the Oscar. The American Academy likes Barbie more than BAFTA does. So yeah, I'm still going to lean towards Barbie for the Oscar. All right, best costume design. I have to imagine if costume design went to Poor Things, I have to imagine
And the
costume
BAFTA
design is
goes
going to
to-
go to Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Poor Things. Okay. So Poor Things picking up a few crafts. Yeah, the whole evening has just been a rotation of Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Zone of Interest. All right, best makeup and hair. I have Maestro, but I wouldn't be surprised by Poor Things at all at this point. Here we go.
Poor Things.
Poor Things. Wow. Man, so what do I go with the Oscar? I still feel like there's some British bias for Poor Things for makeup. I still feel like Maestro. Last year, if I remember correctly, The Whale won makeup, right? So, and that repeated the Oscars. So I'm going to have to take a look at my BAFTA history to see how makeup aligns with the Oscar. I might switch to Poor Things. All right, we're moving on to Best Actor, the big one. This is the one I'm interested in. For some reason, I have this thing in my stomach that's like Paul Giamatti? But I do have predicted Cillian Murphy. They like Oppenheimer, so why not? All right, here we go.
and the winner of the BAFTA for Best Actor
Cillian?
goes to Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. Okay. This still doesn't mean Cillian Murphy is for sure going to win the Oscar, because I really could easily see Paul Giamatti win at SAG and then creating this kind of confusion. All right, so Best Actress, I really think Emma Stone has this one for sure. Anatomy of a Fall did not win Best Film, not an English language film. Okay, here we go. Emma Stone. Thank you, BAFTA, for showing clips, by the way. Emma Stone. Emma Stone. Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yes. Yeah, I think she's going to win the Oscar. I think so. I think she'll win SAG too. I think she's going to sweep a Rooney. All right, we're down to the big one. Best Film. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be Oppenheimer for sure. Poor Things maybe on the outside, but yeah, it's going to be Oppenheimer.
And the BAFTA
Here we go,
goes
here we
to. Oh, I can read it. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Okay. Yes. All right. It's going to continue its sweep, baby. So Oppenheimer has completely been sweeping the season. The big question now is, will it win SAG? I think it's going to win PGA. And if it wins SAG, it'll be like a full freaking sweep, and I'd be for it. All right. Well, that was fantastic. That was actually my first BAFTAs I ever watched live. A very good show. Oh, well, let's find out who won animated. Whoa. Best animated film goes to Boy in the Heron in my freaking feed cut. That is very surprising. All right, so the BAFTAs, what does this tell us about the Oscars? I really think this really just clarifies a lot of categories that we kind of already knew and really just kind of added some confusion in some other categories. So I'm just going to rip through right now on the Oscars and kind of give you my feelings of where things are. Best Picture, I think Oppenheimer for sure. Best Director, Oppenheimer for sure. Best Actor, I think this one, out of all the acting categories, is the most open. I would say right now, I'm still leaning Paul Giamatti because I think Paul Giamatti could win SAG still. I do. If Paul Giamatti loses SAG and Cillian wins, okay, Cillian's going to win the Oscar for sure. And Even if Paul Giamatti wins SAG, I still think Cillian can win easily. But right now, I think that category is still a little up in the air. Best Actress, I think Lily Gladstone has a chance, but I think ultimately Emma Stone is going to win this. I think she's going to win SAG. I think she's going to win the Oscar. Best Supporting Actor categories, I think those are kind of in the bag already. So Original Screenplay, Anatomy of a Fall, yeah, I think that's going to win. I think that's going to win. If The Holdovers was going to win, I think it would win at BAFTAs. It didn't win here, so I think Anatomy of a Fall is your winner. And Best Adapted Screenplay, American Fiction. Yeah, I think Adapted Screenplay, there's still room for some flexibility. Again, the only thing that puts me a little bit with pause is knowing that one of the screenplays typically matches up with picture. But Oppenheimer just hasn't been winning anywhere. Barbie was in the original screenplay. It's going to be an adapted at the Oscars. So that could still pull an upset. But ultimately, I think American Fiction is where I'm probably going to be going for Oscar night. It's got Critics' Choice. It did pretty well at the Academy Awards. So yeah, I'm probably going to hold with American Fiction. All right, so animated feature. This pretty much added some suspense I wasn't expecting. I think Boy and the Heron and Spider-Man. Personally, I'm still leaning Spider-Man. I don't know if the Academy's ready. I don't know if they're there yet. Best International Film, Zone of Interest is going to win that. All right, Best Documentary Feature. I think it's 20 Days of Mariupol. I think that kind of cements that as being the winner. Best Original Score. Yeah, Oppenheimer's going to win that. Best Original Song. It's going to be What Was I Made For? Best Sound. Okay, so Zone of Interest and Oppenheimer. Right now, I'm still leaning a little Oppenheimer because, again, I don't know if the Academy's there yet. Zone of Interest is very competitive, though. Yeah, I don't know. That's very hard because I think it would just win International Film in that one, right? I don't know. Right now, I'm leaning Oppenheimer. I think it's a safer bet for me. Best Production Design. So they went with Poor Things. Could be Poor Things. Could. Personally, I'm still leaning towards Barbie. I don't know, though. I might go Poor Things. Because here's the thing. Barbie, there is a lot of the movie that takes place outside of Barbie Land. You know, there's some that take place in LA or whatever. Poor Things is entirely in this world. I really don't know. I feel like Barbie's got to win somewhere. Right now, I have Barbie for production design. Best Cinematography, Oppenheimer is going to win that. Best Makeup and Hair, and then again, we get to another one that adds confusion. Maestro and Poor Things. I'm still leaning Maestro. I'm going to have to dig in the stats a little bit to find out. But if I'm going for production design and costumes for Poor Thing, I might go makeup for Poor Things too. Ooh, that's so hard. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a BAFTA thing. I'm going to go with Maestro still. And best costume design, I'm going to go with Poor Things for that one, I'm pretty sure. I think the costumes just stood out for me. And best editing, I think that's going to be Oppenheimer. And then best visual effects, that's the other one I feel is like become the most suspenseful category of the night. It's a complete crapshoot. Poor Things won at BAFTAs. Poor Things isn't at the Academy. So then we have to decide on The Creator, Godzilla, or Napoleon. Those are pretty much the three contenders. And I think it's a very close one. I was hoping Napoleon was going to win here because I think Napoleon was where I was headed. Godzilla wasn't nominated here at BAFTA. I don't know. It's very challenging. I'm kind of leaning towards... Ooh, what do I do? Oh, let's see. You know, because BAFTA didn't go for anything other than Poor Things, I might just do Godzilla for the narrative. I don't know. I just think for me, it's just a matter of like, what screener is the Academy going to put in? I don't know why I don't imagine the Academy Award people sitting down with a screener of The Creator and watching it and enjoying it enough to like want to give it a win for something. So for some reason, I'm leaning more towards Napoleon or Godzilla, and I might be just leaning towards Godzilla now. And it's a tough one though. So I didn't do a predictions on shorts. That's because I do a full breakdown on all the Oscars shorts. That video will be coming out very soon, maybe in the next day or two, you'll see that video. But if you want to hit the subscribe button down below to watch that video, I also have Oscar predictions coming. I got the winner announcements to those Oscar experiments I've been doing. Follow me on Letterboxd or Twitter, links in the bio. Thanks always for watching, and until next time, I'll see you at the Oscars.